of you today have thought about the true value of speaking? You simply have a thought, opinion or need, and within a millisecond, it comes out of your mouth for the world to hear. Fast and limitless. Bang! It is out there. Picture seeing your little niece, Gracie, about to touch the stove. No! Stop! Well, I don't have the ability to say those words. My only hope is that I can manage to push her over. With love. Imagine if you only had a limited number of words you can express per day. And you cannot speak the words, you have to type them out at the rate of 7 words a minute, using a communication device. Could that robotic voice ever sound like the real you? Plus you can only use this device while strapped into your wheelchair. Now what happens if you are in a hospital bed, unable to type whilst lying flat? You know the location of your injuries, but watching in terror, you witnessed the nurse walked straight past the notes on the foot of your bed. They are about to roll you straight onto your operative site. What could you do to prevent the extreme pain that you know is coming your way? Nothing. You are unable to say the single word, stop. I mean, you're welcome to start crying, but you are on pain medication. That is a side effect of irritability. This is misinterpreted by the nurse as, the patient is just fussing because they don't want to roll, instead of looking for the true horrific reason why you are resisting. Your only option is to brace for the extreme pain. And take it like a nonverbal person. By no means do I blame the nurse. They were never taught how to communicate with nonverbal patients. All it takes is knowing one little thing. Simply ask us to look up for yes, and look down for no. As my audience, I'm pleading for you to remember this technique when someone like me needs your help. Whether you are a doctor, nurse or Larry down the road, please try to communicate with us. This has life-saving capabilities. My name is Jessica Irwin, and yes, I am a highly intelligent individual, even though I am unable to talk via my mouth. I am so much more than my physical appearance. I am Jessica. I am a photographer, designer, author, keynote speaker, and a human being. I am just like you. I am also diagnosed with cerebral palsy, which has led to me being nonverbal. Not being able to speak robs you of your true identity. Imagine only being able to communicate 25% of the things you really want to say. The other 75% stays inside your head for only you to hear. This happens every single day. And there are many people in the same situation. Being diagnosed with severe cerebral palsy, which is an injury to the brain, and the classification of nonverbal often leads to the incorrect assumption, we all have a cognitive impairment, full stop. While some cases of cerebral palsy can have a cognitive impairment, that is only a percentage. It is not everyone. The brain is a very diverse organ. It doesn't have just one job, it is split up into completely standalone sections. Each section of the brain has its own mission to carry out, independently. For example, there are separate sections that control your hearing, sight, cognitive ability, movement, and so on. A common assumption is that when people hear the words brain damage, they automatically jump to cognitive impairment. This shouldn't be the conclusion. When somebody has a brain injury, the damage to their brain does not mean their entire brain should be disregarded. I am nonverbal because I can't control the muscles in my mouth to form words. Speaking evokes many muscle movements in your mouth. Focus on saying the single letter J. Visualize sounding the letter out. Did you feel your tongue on the back of your teeth as you sounded the letter out? I am unable to move my mouth and tongue that way, which is the sole reason why I can't talk. I would like to share with the world today, being nonverbal doesn't mean we don't have a voice, opinions and knowledge to share. We often get spoken down to, or patted on the head. This is because of fear and lack of awareness. By no means are people being malicious. They simply don't know how to approach us. Just start a conversation with "How are you today? My name is," and just let the conversation grow from there. There's no need to talk loudly or slowly. Speak to us like the person sitting next to you right now. Look at our facial expressions and eye movements, or whether we are typing on our communication device. Look for an electronic screen in front of us that we could be typing on. If you are struggling, try a little humor to see if we laugh. If we do, that proves we can hear and understand you. As the world is moving towards a more inclusive society, the understanding and strategies to communicate with nonverbal people is key. It is one thing to make buildings accessible, but it needs to take a step further and include knowing how to communicate with everyone. We are just like you.